Go.
Well.
No, we already killed Terminator.
Sorry. I couldn't resist.
There, we killed Grunty. Let's go home.
Banjo!
It's not that simple.
But I want to go to the party!
Clockwork, go see. Go see.
Hey! Don't even think about it! You're not going in there until both of those bad and bad losers are together!
But they are together. Go, Kazooie! I don't think it worked. And I just realized I used up 2 eggs. Time for team fight.
You don't need it. You'll be okay.
Oh, looks like there's no one here. We should go home now.
Wow! It's one heck of a view from up here.
Yep, yellow clouds. Sure is, but doesn't it seem strange that Gruntilda isn't up here to meet us?
Obviously, chickened out. I've enjoyed our adventure, but let's get back to the card game.
Let's get back to cheating and taking everyone's money.
Well, what else is new?
Maybe you should look behind you.
That's just mechanical mud muncher.
Well, I was right, Grunty wasn't here.
Ah, Banjo?
Oh, look at the size of that!
I'm sure it wasn't that big before.
How could we have missed it?
Camera angle.
How could the camera have missed it? Is the more important question.
Hard work and determination.
Finally! After 2 years, revenge time!
Don't bet on it, Bone Brain.
We'll see, little bird. We'll
I'm
see.
a dragon.
Where's the laser button? Darn it! Someone pass the manual for this thing. Ah, yes. Here we go.
Final boss. Very long final boss time.
So I can get someone out of the way. She is indeed a fire in her
Thought
face.
the quiz was over, did you? Think again. I've still got quite a few question cards up my sleeve. Answer correctly and maybe I'll go a little easier on you.
What is the national sport of Mayhem Temple?
Kickball.
Drat! That's correct! I'll only use my slower attack now. Prepare yourself for an unhealthy dose of spells. Let's fight!
As opposed to a healthy dose of spells.
So, see how much HP she has?
100. It's 94. 92.
To get past the phase, you need to bring her down to down 10 health.
Oof! 1-0 to the pesky bear. More lasers are required. How do I switch them all on? This one? Lovely! Here we go again!
Whoa.
Thank God for Honeyback.
What was the name of the first game I starred in?
Grunty Kong 64. At the same time.
I mean, neither of us can resist.
I liked Perfect Grunty. I like Perfect Dark.
Yeah, it's
Perfect
alright.
Grunty, is that what
For
happens
the
when she
like
gets all the chaos
for the
elements?
10 minutes I played the first level on the easiest difficulty.
Oof! Not again! Time for something new, methinks.
Just say...
Plenty more tricks left in this beauty. Activate the mortar cannon. Bombs away!
I'm trying to think if I've ever actually heard someone say methinks out loud that wasn't like reading it from the script.
Ginjo family house did I demolish with my little digger here?
That was Grace. Because Pink doesn't exist. Amy Rose was dead already.
Yeah, I was more concerned about the fact that, like, there's, like, the question about, is perfect Grunty what happens if Grunty gets all the Chaos Emeralds?
Yes. I did not do very well with shooting her there.
So now you must dodge more bombs. You want it?
Not really.
Well, it's still yours, my friend.
What ESRB rating has Banjo-Tooie got?
Oh, frick.
Sure, there's so much blue violence.
Okay, it's everyone. I didn't know if it was actually kids to adults. Holy shit.
Yeah, Kids to Adults is usually used for educational games, so...
No, Kids to Adults was the original. That's early childhood you're thinking of. Kids to Adults was the original name for rated E for everyone. Holy crap, that scared the hell out of me.
Like, is this game old enough for that?
No, I think the original Banjo-Kazooie is actually. I think the original Super Mario is Super Mario 64 as well.
How many sections made up targets that?
Oh. 4?
Wrong answer! You'll be facing my faster attack now!
So, it is indeed much faster.
I barely even noticed the difference.
Yeah, it's faster, but not by a whole lot.
I need more firepower! Bring out the other mortar cannon! Double bombs away!
Yeah, all she has to do is just keep hiding in the mission.
But how do I throw spells?
You would never lose.
But spells! How many battery-operated doors were there?
4?
Okay, well...
Correct,
yes.
apparently.
Sure, why not?
And then I was supposed saying that because she didn't say whether it was right or wrong, so I'm assuming that means it was right.
I somehow did it.
Fetch the cannons back in! Open the exhaust port! Oh yes, feel the power of that V10 beast! Crank the drill up! Let's get him!
So take a guess what you have to do now.
By the way, don't be in the laser field when the shooting thing starts. Try your best to not be in the laser field because you will have that amount of space for the first person shooting segment. So you'll have a lot less space.
What cards did you have during your...
That's the worst hand, so that one. I somehow did it! I'm the best at Banjo-Tooie knowledge!
Yes.
No, I'm just that good, Nathan. Right, Joel?
He's so skilled.
No, even when you
He's
don't
so skillful
know,
as
something
shit.
like that.
What's wrong with this machine? It's going straight back to the garage after this.
So, this is the part that screwed the hell out of me as a kid, how to do this phase. You have to know to put the clockwork into the exhaust.
I heard an explosion! What's that burning smell?
And now all the lasers are turned on
What
for
happens
this
if
phase.
you don't do that?
The fight just keeps going until you do so. You skip the laser, her shooting blasts at you, though. It just keeps going until you do so.
So she basically just doesn't give you an opening.
Yeah. you have to destroy both the batteries to continue.
How many letters in my name?
I'm not good at math! And Nathan wasn't telling me. Why didn't you tell me the math, Nathan?
I think it's 9.
I thought I could trust in you and your Banjo-Kazooie knowledge. Your Banjo-Tooie knowledge.
What made you think I could do math?
Because you have because you've done it beforehand with your you already figured it out beforehand because you have ultimate Banjo-Tooie knowledge.
Also, you have a time limit to get it into here as well. And be careful of the minions.
They will make you explode.
Oh no! We're losing power! No! Don't stop, Mr. Drill! My lovely lasers! Can someone phone for a tow truck? Right, that's it! I've had enough! We fight to the death!
How would they get a tow truck on here? They're on top of a tower.
And I'll figure it out!
And now she's up to the fast spells.
Yeah, she's done with all the quiz questions now, I think.
By the way, I'm using fire eggs instead of grenade eggs for them being faster.
Have we got any more tricks left? Ah yes, the minions! There he goes! Go get them, doofus!
But he's not yellow.
Just for that, I'm shooting them at instant speed.
They're now hit scan.
Why, increasing bite speed. Yeah, she actually just pulls out a gun.
Anyway, you need to get to 15 at the least for the next phase.
But I neutral special, I wield a gun.
But yeah, without Honeyback, this fight's a lot harder.
Yeah.
I imagine.
I've done it once. Never again.
When did you do it? I'm pretty sure you didn't do it on the call. Pretty sure you didn't on the escort, right? I mean.
There's the 15.
Aha! Of course! Why didn't I think of this earlier? Release the toxic gas! Cyanide and mustard gas flavor. My favorite. Why am I not dying? Because I'm a skeleton.
You're forgetting something important about me and my troops. I don't need oxygen.
But we do, Mr. Scrunty!
I don't care.
Listen, did I not make it obvious I do not care about you?
Okay, numbskulls, time for the biggest, baddest spell I can muster. Prepare to join your buddy Bottles. You'll wish you'd never taken on the mighty Gruntilda Winky Bunyan.
Winky Bunyan? Is that your last name then?
No, of course not. But don't you go telling anyone or I'll sue you.
Whatever you say, Winky.
Now die!
So what you have to do here is hit her when she's holding the spell, and this'll happen.
Oh no! The spell! I've dropped it! Quick! Somebody get rid of it before it...
Well, I sure sold old Winky Bunyan again, eh, Banjo?
Yep, we certainly did.
Come on, let's get down to Bottles for that party.
Good idea.
Well done, Banjo and Kazooie.
Seems a bit quiet for a party.
Hey, Bottle Boy, where's this party?
Well, it's finished, I'm afraid. That Klungo sure was hungry. He's eaten everything in the house. Mumbo wanted to booger.
Big heap bummer.
Nathan.
It's all your fault, Bird Brain! You should have dealt with the bounty clown quicker! Also, you're not a dragon anymore! Well, at least I wasn't hiding in my silos like a coward!
Just realized she isn't a dragon.
Why, you feller!
Ho ho ho! Use this Wamba hidden wigwam too. Nathan. Me summon gold statue to kick ugly Wampa's butt. Stop it, all of you! You can go outside if you want to argue. Kazooie's got a better idea.
Yeah, does anybody fancy a kick around? Kick around? What's that, punk?
Follow us and find out.
Oh yeah, only her head was left. Somehow it survived the explosion.
Take that, witch!
This much fun.
I'm alright, big heat fun.
Pass her to me!
By the way, in the Japanese version, this is censored to have her head in a bag. Which makes me question how this scene works. Oh, I think her eye just fell out.
They probably just never show her eye.
You'll be sorry, all of you! Just you wait until Banjo free!
Yeah, about that.
Don't worry, all you gotta do is wait till the 2060s. And that's it.
Yeah, they already played the credits. So you might be wondering, what happens if you go back in? Well, not much has actually changed. It actually is a different file because if you head back to Grunty's tower, you can't fight the Hag 1. Bottles is just done with you.
Yeah, screw you, Banjo. Screw you, Banjo. You went and
I mean, we did
you let me die at the beginning of the game.
I'd probably lock my door too.
Welcome back!
Are you feeling better now, Mr. Ring-a-Ding?
Couldn't be better, thanks! Hey, that Mrs. B is a wizard cook! Those scones at the party were top-notch!
Huh. I wouldn't know. You and Greta Klungo ate them all before we could get there. Also, I'm a dragon.
Sorry! It's all quiet in Jinjo Village. I think you can go home.
Yeah, can't say along until your people need a saving for the third time.
Sing along, ring-a-ding, ding-a-ling. Come on, guys. Please remember my name. I'm the one and only King Jingling.
Someone finally notices all the weird names. For all this time.
By the way, that's the only difference.
Yeah.
So let's do what he said and head home.
Well, I mean, it's still destroyed. We're gonna have to spend quite a while getting that back in shape.
Right. So what's? By the way, Kazooie, have you checked on what the price tag would be to fix up the house?
I think about 5 million copies.
It's gonna take until Banjo-Tooie releases before we get this cleaned up. Bad ending. You were grinding on the last laugh. It will take decades before you clean that house up.
Anyway, there is one final thing we can show, though. Replay! Where you can play any of the mini games. That way you don't gotta play for the whole game for them. I've played round 3 so many damn times as a kid.
I bet you did.
Bosses where if you beat one, you actually get a little timer giving you your best time. And the bosses will all be with 5 health, the original eggs and feathers count. But you will have all the upgrades except for health and cheats. Which, yes, makes this one fun. I've never been able to do it. And you get the cinemas. Like opening story, King Jingling gets zapped, Bottles and Jingling restored, Grunty defeated, credits. Huh. And here's your 100% reward. Character Parade.
Realize this game doesn't have very many cutscenes.
So yep, this is this is my first ever video game. It is not my favorite, but I still enjoy most of it. I'd say about 70% of this game is me liking it, and the other 30% is Grunty's Industries.
It being 30% is probably part of why you hate it.
So anyway, final thoughts, Joel?
This is fun. I think there's some pretty cool stuff in here.
In comparison to the original, which I do find the better game, because it's just a lot faster and a lot more creative, and this one's just really long in some places that it doesn't need to be.
Yeah. And it almost feels like, I don't know what it is. It kind of feels like it's almost like missing a little bit of the charm of the original. Like, especially like with stuff like Grunty not doing her rhyming anymore. And it's hard to put my finger on much other than that, but there's definitely some questionable design decisions in this game.
I wonder why you mentioned that on that character. Nathan, your thoughts?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure where to place this, because there's a lot of interesting innovations, and you even feel like the larger world size works with the whole war pet in mind.
I do feel it's missing the charm of the original, though.
It's missing a little bit, and it feels like a lot of the new things this game introduced feel like they were introduced just for the sake of being new. A lot of the abilities only get used like once or twice, then basically never again.
Yeah, it's really just more like you get a move for a Jiggy, and that's really it. Like 1 to 2 Jiggies for everything.
Yeah, it maybe says something that there was questions in the quiz at the end where it was like, what is the input for doing this move? And Damien, who has been playing this game since it was his first game that he'd ever played, and he didn't know the input to some of the moves.
I didn't even remember them on N64 either.
He uses them so little that he doesn't even remember the input.
Yeah, think about
moves.
this. The only real difference, like, really the only innovation that's ever used more than, like, 5 times is the egg aiming. That's it!
And even that, they split it into multiple things. Like, you need to do one move to get first-person egg aiming, and then you need to do another one to be able to do it in midair, and another one to do it in the water, which you do, like, twice. Or once, something like that.
For one world, really?
Pretty much, because there's very few worlds that actually have water you need to shoot in.
But yeah, other than that, I do like this game, though.
Yeah.
Like, it is still a very worthy sequel to the original Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, it just does feel like a good amount of...
Also, should I also mention the problem with the backtracking in this game? Reminder, in Banjo-Kazooie, if you do everything correctly, you only have to backtrack once in the whole game.
I mean...
Once! And even then, if you know it's there, you can just head into that world quickly to go get the running shoe move, and then immediately leave and not have to backtrack. Meanwhile, in this game, you have to backtrack to literally every single world but Cloud Cuckoo Land.
I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that, man. I mean, Metroidvanias are literally built on backtracking.
Yeah, but 3D collectathons usually aren't.
I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it, though, honestly.
Yeah, it feels like Rare just wanted to make this game bigger, but just wanted to make it bigger for the sake of being bigger.
Yeah. Still a good game, though.
Still a good game, very memorable. I mean, I remember all of it.
So the ranking, I guess, as far as we're concerned, is still the original game, the Banjo game on top, this game on the second place, and Ukulele on the third spot, or maybe honorable mention. I don't know.
Yeah, probably honorable mention. I haven't finished any of the other Banjo games. I can safely say Banjo Pilot's the worst. Like, I will say Banjo Pilot's worse than Nuts and Bolts and pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
Because it's Diddy Kong Racing, but only a fourth of what Diddy Kong Racing was, and worse. And that 1/4 is worse.
So, as we're going through this whole list of characters, who was your favorite character that was introduced in this game? Do you guys have any, or...?
I don't know. I honestly don't feel like there are too many new characters that were all that memorable in this game.
Yeah, pretty much. Like none of them hold a candle to the return.
Ah!
Someone's better. I'm sorry.
I mean, I kind of like Saberman, but see why you might not.
He doesn't like the game, Saberman.
I played a little bit of Saberman, and I honestly think it's probably the worst game I've ever played in my life. I have virtually nothing good and a lot of bad to say about that game.
So when's the playthrough?
Never.
I mean, I can just turn on the invincibility and play through the game as like a one part. Saberman Part 1, finale.
You could even do that in one part. It might require a little bit of editing because...
Probably 50 minutes, I could do it.
So as I thought, the game is that long.
Well, it's also RNG based. with where you actually have to go.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's anyone but Banjo-Kazooie and Gruntilda, I pretty much just gaze over them.
I guess that's understandable.
Hey, one of the people we murdered!
Yay!
And yes, the reason you have to murder her is because George will never come back to her and you can't tell her that he died. So you just reunite the two in heaven. It's in hell, it's fine. Mildred went to hell. Maybe George went to heaven, so he never reunited them. I mean, he was in the heavens.
He was in the heavens, and he also wasn't holding someone hostage inside of him, so...
Favorite world?
Like, maybe Witchy World.
That's a tricky one. Just as an observer, I think for me it's actually kind of, for me as an observer, I think it's actually kind of between Pterodactyl Land and Pale Fire Peaks. That might be just because I'm an observer and not...
I would not put Pterodactyl Land that high. Yeah, I'd probably go with Joel and Witchy World.
Yeah, I feel like the earlier worlds were stronger for the most part.
Though I gotta say I did actually enjoy Cloud Cuckoo Land going through it this time. Even though it's kind of out all over the place. Favorite boss?
I remember like 3 bosses, and one of them was the one we just did.
Well, we fought 3 bosses actually. We fought 3 bosses this session, Joel. Which was Terminator, Klungo, and Hag 1.
Oh yeah.
So are you saying Hag 1 then?
Probably Hag 1, honestly. It's probably my favorite one.
Oh.
I'd probably say Hag.
But that wasn't what I was referring to.
Yeah.
There was also... I would say, like Mr. Patch, who was the first boss that actually does something that... It actually does something unique. The first boss you have to use the first person aiming for, so...
I liked Mr. Patch, actually.
That's what I was thinking, although I still feel like Hag 1 is a good combination of all the things the game, like, introduces and makes you use.
The only part that's annoying is not telling you about the Clockwork Kazooie part. That kept me from being the boss with the invincibility key as a kid. Because yes, that is how I beat it the first time. And it wasn't until the test playthrough for this Let's Play that I beat Hack 1 legitimately. Because Honeyback is broken. No, I wouldn't be able to do the five honeycomb run. Don't ask. I'm not doing it.
I guess that responsibility falls to me then at a later time.
The 2 Grunty sisters are just kind of here.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're in the intro and then they get killed by Grunty. So at the end of the day, Grunty's kill count is 2. Because only 2 of them stay dead. And it's Bob Elda and Minji.
Man, of course,
Banjo...
Banjo...
people she actually killed were her sisters.
Yep.
And the Great Jinjos.
And Kazooie, who's no longer a dragon, again.
Alright, so I guess, Grunty's kill count is her sisters and the Great Jinjo family. We might show this off eventually, I'm not sure.
Maybe it'll be a further look, who knows.
I'd need an actual an Xbox Series controller for it, and I doubt I'm ever gonna get one.
Well, if you ever do, it can be a further look then.
Sure. Anyway, that's my test playthrough, and this was... So, the differences were 16:41:21 for the test playthrough, and 15:33:01 for this playthrough.
That was with at least one instance of leaving
New
the game
PB.
on for long periods of time. Yeah.
We got a new PB, guys.
Excluding the, 40 minutes that we went for... The 30 minutes we went for food, so that'd be about 15:03:01.
New PB.
Yay!
Which seems like a pretty alright time, I think, for 100%.
So let's actually go in and see how long we were on everything for. Just for fun. Go through all the worlds and just what we thought of the worlds in general, actually. How about that?
Okay.
Spiral Mountain's bleak.
Yeah.
The end.
It's kind of bleak. It's kind of just there.
Isle Hags is honestly one of my favorite hub worlds in gaming. It's a really good one, I feel.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
It does really show that every world is interconnected. And I do like that touch.
Yeah. That is one thing that's really... I think that's one thing that I think this game maybe does better than the first Banjo, is that, the worlds feel more interconnected as opposed to, you go in the portal and then you're in this world, and then you go in another portal and you're in this world.
But though that's mostly because how the hell would all of these fit into Gruntilda's tower?
True. Just make Gruntilda's Tower Castle Oblivion, it's fine.
Well, that's kind of what they did. Mayahem Temple, I honestly enjoy it as a first world.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid.
It also has one of my favorite music tracks of the game.
It's a solid first world, and most of the moves and all the special things they have in this world still feel relatively fresh and not tacked on. The first-person shooting, first-person gaming, grabbing all.
Yeah, this is the one where we got the GoldenEye stuff, which is used for the final boss. So, pretty good. Glitter Gulch Mine, I'd say this is this one's purely nostalgia, though. I feel like most of my love for this is nostalgia, so I can't really speak on it, normally.
I felt like it was working pretty well. I mean,
it does have the one major
lady.
boss that you actually do have to beat, really.
Yeah.
Which is the old King Cole.
Where's Bird Lady? Bird Lady's stupid.
Canary Mary.
Canary Mary is here, and she's stupid.
Well, she was easy in Glitter Gulch Mine, it's just Cloud Cuckoo Land.
But I thought it was really, really long, though. You just have to bash forever, which is still not great.
Yep. Witchy World, probably the best world of the game.
Yeah, this is the fun, goofy world where they get
You win a beating! I like this one!
Yeah, I think this is one of the worlds where I think I kind of felt a lot. This world really felt like it actually had some of the charm from the first
Yeah. Yeah, it's odd that this game it really does show like Rare's thing of make the first levels amazing and then kind of drop off.
Yeah.
For example, Jolly Roger's Lagoon, which is still a great water level for what it is, but not much more than that.
Yeah, I felt like it was a little bit. It wasn't quite as good. It wasn't as good as the first 3 levels, but I still felt like it was still in pretty. It was still in. Like I was like, this is still within expectation from the first 3 levels. It's not significantly below par.
Yeah.
Or anything.
I felt like this one was pretty alright. Although I was a little lower on Witchy World.
I don't get it, Nathan.
I do like some of the theming of this world, and
Which is dinosaur.
So I think what we're saying is Nathan likes dinosaurs, and
I never would have
you
guessed.
never would have guessed. His avatar is Yoshi.
So yeah, Pterodactyl Lane's alright. Jolly Roger's Lagoon's alright. Oh.
Most, I'd say,
Is this what?
It's not as bad as I remember from when I was a kid, but it's still pretty bad.
I could definitely, there was definitely some stuff that I could see where it's like, if you were doing this blind and you didn't have a guide, I would be like, oh my goodness, this is not good.
Yeah.
There's a number of things I remember seeing where it was like,
Reminder that it took us about like 30 minutes to get a Jiggy in this level.
It's legitimately like I could see in a blind playthrough, it's basically like, okay, you have like 5 or 6 large areas, and you have to find this specific small kind of hidden thing as a hint to this other small hidden thing in a completely other room.
Yep, pretty much.
How in the world are you supposed to figure that out on your own?
Like, it's perfect world building because, of course, Grunty's own HQ would be the hardest part of the would be this locked up, but in gameplay, in terms of story, it's perfect. In terms of gameplay, not.
Yeah, the theming of Grunty Industries is cool, but there's a lot of gameplay in there where I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then there was also like, in this session, there was the part where it's like, oh, to get that thing, you have to go in your backpack and bounce on the water, which you never have to do at any other point in the game.
The closest
and they do not even imply that that's something you can do.
The closest bit is Cauldron Keep, where you can assume that the water's still like knee deep, like leg deep.
Yeah, and he doesn't even bounce on the water. He bounces in the water.
Yeah, the other time you use the sack pack is on Bramble, which is clearly on the ground.
And it's like, how are you supposed to?
And if you remember correctly, there's very little water in the rest of the game.
Like, legitimately, the only way I can see someone figuring that out is literally they're just like,
everything.
I tried this, it didn't work. I tried this, it didn't work. I tried this, it didn't work. And then eventually you just process of elimination, narrow it down to this. Okay, I guess this is the correct answer.
Which is fun because of every single move you have in this game. Reminder, Banjo has like 4 moves directed to trigger C buttons.
And especially when it's like, it could be a Banjo specific move, it could be a Kazooie specific move, it could be something that both of them do.
Well, you actually
have to try it with all 3 of them, and I don't even know if you can actually get all 3 of them there. So you could, for all I know, you could spend like.
One thing I actually will give it is that it's a Banjo switch at the end, which makes you know that, okay, I gotta get Banjo over there alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you could easily glide over there and realize that you need to get Banjo there alone. Then it's just Banjo's moveset you gotta deal with.
Yeah. It's still dumb.
Yeah.
It's not good.
You, Nathan? On Grunty Industries?
Generally, I think the coolest part about this that I can remember is when you skipped an entire puzzle by firing a clockwork in a specific way.
All right.
Other than that, this one's just really long. This one's just really long and kind of hard to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those levels where it takes forever to actually get anywhere or make any progress.
Hellfire Peaks isn't bad. I actually really did like the different sides of this. It really shows that this is pretty much what every, like, half fire, half ice level takes from.
Yeah. It was definitely
They also really like. Yes, right.
I think it was a step up from. It was definitely a step up from Grunting Industries. I don't think it matches the first. Like the first 3 levels, I think are the best ones.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't quite match up to them, but it's
the closest, I'd say. Like it's number 4.
4 or 5 maybe.
I still think I'd put it. I'd rank it very high. Just because I really like the general naming of this one.
In Cloud Cuckoo Land, it's
alright, except for that Canary Mary.
Canary Mary. Screw that. That's stupid. It's fine.
So technically the second race is only if you're going for 100% on the Cheeto pages.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't get the jukebox. Which makes that Canary Mary mission even better, right? Where it's like that second thing, what'd you get for doing the second Canary Mary? A jukebox.
Well, that's assuming you didn't get that's assuming you got all the other
always
Cheeto pages. It's possible you haven't gotten other Cheeto pages.
Yeah, though technically because of you...
Only now that-
Yeah, technically we finished that we got that Cheeto page, and that actually was the Cheeto page that gave us honey back.
So, there you go. But, yeah.
I see what they were trying to do with. I see what they were trying to do with this one, and I do like what they were trying to do. This is one where they just wanted to make a huge level with relatively few warp that you actually have to travel around and still make it relatively fun. And they did that with tons of flight, where you could just do the flight, mid-air flight, and fly place to place.
It does kind of feel like there's just kind of like, we have this random thing and this random thing, and it's just kind of scattered around, and it's a random jumble of assorted things. But it kind of works. That's
kind of the point of the actual name Cloud Cuckoo Land.
And I also do really like that you can look down below and see the other worlds.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the biggest. That might be the single biggest. This might be the single biggest world that makes the world feel so interconnected. Because you interact a bunch with the other worlds.
You know, now that you mention that, this is the only...
down and see all the other ones.
I just noticed that there isn't actually no way to get between this world and the other worlds besides for the bubble you go up. This is the only one that's not fully interconnected, but you see every world, and it gets the most diversity because you actually finish Jiggies from Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd say this is number 5, honestly. I'd say this is still I'd say this is the mid-ground area.
Yeah, it actually is pretty solid. This world is actually pretty good.
Ignore 30 minutes. around 15 minutes of this. I can tell that Can you tell Cauldron Keep was unfinished because of time constraints, where they were originally going to make this a full level but didn't have time?
Yeah, it definitely felt like that. Like, it's just kind of like, oh, there's a boss fight, and then there's a quiz, and then there's the final boss.
The end!
Yay!
It's not like a heavily rushed version of Banjo-Kazooie's final thing. They felt like they needed...
You know, now that you mention that, it also doesn't have the charm of the Furnace Fun quiz.
Yeah.
Like, the Furnace Fun I find a lot better than the Tower of Tragedy.
Yeah, well,
I mean, Furnace Fun has its own problems with, for example, the grunty questions. But other than that, I actually like that one more because of just how weird it is.
I can't remember if the first game had anything like this, but I actually do kind of like that after the quiz, before the grunty fight, they actually are like, hey, you actually still need more Jiggies, and if you don't have that many, you might have to actually go back again.
Yeah, the original Banjo-Kazooie has that as well.
I do actually like that.
Yeah, they actually did bring
I don't
that
have
back
to bring
from
that back,
Kazooie.
actually. I like
Where actually Kazooie has you need even more jiggies than this one did. Again, I think the original Kazooie you could skip like 6 jiggies.
Yeah, I think.
Meanwhile, this one you could skip 2 worlds of this, and
Yeah.
the only thing you'd have to get from those worlds is the jam jar stuff, and then
Especially with how
you don't even need to go in there.
Yeah, especially with how big the worlds are in this game, I definitely think it was a good decision to not require to have the final requirement so much lower than the max. I think that was a good decision.
Yeah, I think you could skip all the Jinjos and a whole world and still have enough.
Yeah, I think.
So technically, Grunty's Industries isn't even valid because you could just skip the whole thing. I mean, besides going in there to find the jam jars, but other than that, screw you, Grunty.
So yeah, you can definitely tell that Cauldron Keep was rushed, but for what it is, it's decent enough. And I think the actual final boss is actually really good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's everything. 24 moves, and I only use like 4 of those. Wait, no, some of those are eggs. 9 of those. Wait, actually, wait, no. You have blue eggs from the start. 8 of the moves.
You use a third of them.
Meanwhile, the other ones are just situational ones where you use like 3 times and then you're done.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Banjo-Tooie.
I'm pretty sure you don't even need. Just thinking a little bit, I'm pretty sure like at least one of the moves, like you don't even need. If you get honey pack beforehand, literally pack nap is literally useless. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, probably actually.
Why are you even here?
Yeah, but honeyback's a lot like harder to do because you need at least like 20 of the pages.
Yeah, it has a purpose, but the purpose run.
So the earliest you could get that is probably like Hailfire. Yeah, that's Tooie. My first game I ever played. Finished for the channel. First off, thank you, Nathan, for joining us.
Thank you for letting me join you. Hopefully I did okay on the commentary.
You're good.
Of course! You two were the ones that usually kept the commentary going while I was just playing the game.
Yep. Yeah, I think it would have been hard. It might have been kind of hard to keep up with the commentary without you, honestly.
We'll get you in again some other time.
Alright.
I got an idea already for what you could join us for anyway. But we'll see.
With that in mind, I guess as we're gonna wrap things up.
Yep, it's already been 54 minutes because of us talking about the worlds.
So, take care, and hopefully we'll all see you guys in another Let's Play.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
I finally got to say take care. Yeah!